Alright guys, back to back. I got another account review today. And today we rolled for Mankey. Mankey has said to me, I started playing shortly after the release of PR1 for Global back in mid-May 2019. Oh man, those were good times. Take me back there, please. I beg of you. Good times. I played on and off for a while, but quit shortly after Shinano's release. Came back briefly around Musashi's release, though only really started playing again when Bismarck 2 came out. I'm a small spender and have been getting the monthly pass since most recent return. Alright, so again, no shame if you guys spend money. If you guys want to spend money on this game, by all means go for it. Otherwise, how's this game going to keep running? So again, don't feel ashamed about spending money, guys. Even though this game is very free to play friendly, spend however you want. Hell, even I spend money on this game, okay? Don't feel bad about it. Anyways, though, let's get into this account review. Starting off with the accounts, hopefully you show your stuff. 105, alright. And he's going right. Oh, did you show your stats? Okay, we're going right to account characters so far. So, pretty wide roster. And again, this is like 8 months old. I apologize, but there's a wide selection of ships. I think this guy pretty much has like most of the UR ships and DR ships in the game as of right now. So meta wise, you are good to go, man. At this point, just level up whoever you want, and if you guys want to push towards end game, then work towards the specific UR ones. But I think your account for the most part has a good selection of ships. He's got to keep up with it and keep up with the new UR ships as well too since then, because it's been 8 months since since you posted this video, this selection video for me. So yeah. Alright, so speed this up. Let's get over to the other stuff here. Fleets are different. Specific content uses specific ships. Also, don't use Shinano as flagship. Use Musashi as flagship. She's much better there. Plus, flagship bonus for protection and the barrage. Okay, don't use Shinano in the flagship slot when using Musashi. Now, okay, please follow my formula, guys. I don't want to see every one of these fleets. I'm going to skip around for a bit. Alright. OS fleets, right? I think I'll talk about these. You probably have some questions about them. So, yeah, I'll talk about the OS fleets when we get there. For questions, let's skip around for now. Okay. Inventory stuff. Alright. We got a lot of stuff here. A lot of interesting mats. I think you're low on gold plates, so keep up with OS. I think you say you play casually on and off, so that's fine. But again, gold plates are going to be a very big resource you need at end game. So make sure if you see gold plates available in events, always try to farm for them, because they are a pain. Trust me, I know they are a pain. Now gear, we're looking at one New Jersey gun, one Wyvern, one Yamato, one Unzen, a couple Rainbow Torpedoes, or whatever. BB guns are pretty important. Try to get some 457s. New Jersey gun can be made as of right now, so we can get a second one. Go for that. And then 10 Rise. 10 Rise are from PR4. Get those as well too, because they are very good. Okay, try to get those. Very important. Now, in terms of gear, you have a selection of plus 13 gear. I think that's one of your questions as well too, or something like that. No, it's not. Steam catapults are always solid. Again, if you guys want to know what the best gear to plus 13 is, look at boss content. Look at the gear that I use for said boss content and make those plus 13. It's just that easy. Like, if you're gonna use junkers at a battleship boss, they're plus 10, plus 13 them. Just that easy. Alright? It's not that difficult when it comes to gearing, whatever. Now let's get past these things. Gear, whatever. I think you need to work on a lot of gears right now, and I'll tell you what to get specifically. As of right now, I think I see a couple of Dino A stack bofers. That's fine. Shells looking good. Fire control radars looking fine. Plus the 10, those at least minimum. You have one, but I think 2 might be nice. Everything else though, we need some AP rockets. AP rockets are from PR4. I think your PR4 gear is kind of lacking right now, because I think you don't do much PR4 research. Do them because they're very important. Okay. So I'm gonna look at these things real quick, but I don't think you have any AP rockets. Sightlings are okay. Ryuseis are okay. But yeah, you kind of want to get those PR4 fighters, because they are very good for medium armor stuff. Okay, so do that. And then other stuff, PR progression, we got we're not that far into we're not that far back from PR6. That's pretty good. 22 on Kearsarge, 18 on Hindenburg, very solid. PR5, we'll get there eventually, but Plymouth is a very good pickup. PR4, it's like halfway done, but you really want to focus on getting those gear prints because PR4 again has really good gear and good ships. Not just one, both of them are very good. Alright. PR3, you can skip Drake. The gun is good though, but you can skip on it. PR2, not a big deal anymore because you can buy prints as well as 457 being available in the gear labs. Not a big deal. And PR1, it is easy to get. PR1 very easy to access well too, but most of these ships nowadays get power creep by like gotcha SSR, so it's not that big of a deal if you guys can't unlock most of the PR SSRs or whatever. Alright. And then progression wise, where are we at? Chapter 14. 14, alright. Hopefully by now you cleared 14. It's been 8 months now. There has been a lot of OP ships like Laffy 2, Mogador, and other ships in the game as of right now. That'll make chapter 14 much easier. So do that, alright? And I think that's the most of it, or all of it even. Right, let's get into the questions. Number 1, improving my 2 fleet loadout. My current 2 fleet loadout is capable of 13-4, but struggles with auto solely for the boss fleet Musashi. Alright, 13-4, right? 13-4, you want Musashi as flagship. This fleet has very low anti-air. San Diego basically carries your anti-air. You don't have much anti-air protection. Yes, you do have the aviation, whatever superiority or whatever, or air supremacy or whatever. That's good, but your Vanguard lacks a lot of anti-air. You want another anti-air ship in here to make it much more easy to do. Now, Karun has very low anti-air. Udachi has low anti-air. Musashi has low anti-air. Having something that has more utility can help out a lot. If you got Guam from the Guam event, toss her into there instead of Rune and you'll be good to go. You got Laffy 2, toss out Udachi and use Laffy 2. And there you go. You have Guam, San Diego, Laffy 2. That'll make your fleet much better for doing chapter 13. Now the other fleet, if I can see it. Now this fleet right here. Oh my gosh, I mean like I can't click. Okay, so this fleet, it has decent anti-air in the back. Front though, very little anti-air. Like Prince Ogun doesn't have much of an anti-air, so you gotta use like a tank anti-air. You can use a pure tank like Brest, but Guam here is much better. And then you want at least one light cruiser that has anti-air right here. Like Scylla, Shimanto are very solid choices. And then Laffy 2 can stay there as well. Again, you don't if you're struggling in chapter 13, you need more anti-air vanguards. Like Prince Ogun isn't an anti-air vanguard. Rune isn't an anti-air vanguard. You need to have these anti-air vanguards because they basically serve a better purpose than having a pure tank with low anti-air. So do that first, all right? And then it'll be much easier for you. For chapter 14, you want to have at least 2 DDs in your vanguard and 1 DD in your boss, and you're basically good to go there. But again, it's been 8 months now. Surely you've beaten chapter 13 like fully, and you're working on 14, if not beat it already, and on your way to chapter 15. All right. The second question is improving my OS fleets. All right, so OS fleets is gonna be a tricky one. Mob fleet is your first one, I assume. This is fine. It has solid wave clear damage. This one is a fine mob in particular. The second one I assume is a boss fleet. This one is okay. San Diego doesn't really do much. I will kick her out for Helena or something. Helena is a much more useful ship for this fleet comp in general. And you want to max out Haku Ryu because Haku Ryu before Dev 30 is missing out on a lot of stats and perma stats, which means it's more difficult to work with her in unison with Shinano. So make sure when you use Haku Ryu, she has to be Dev 30. Okay. The third fleet, Musashi is fine, New Jersey is fine. Warspite is kind of weird, but we've gotten 2 UR battleships since then. Alsace and Soyuz. So if you guys have either or, of those UR battleships, kick out Warspite for them. And then Prince Ogun is a pure tank, low damage. Keep that in mind. Autovon does nothing here. You need more buffers in here, like Helena, Killwork. There's not much Vanguard buffers with BBs, but like Plymouth is another solid choice as well too. Anything that gives some kind of damage to your backline is really good here to damage yourself. And then a third fleet, I assume this is just a filler slot, which is fine. If you don't know what to toss in for your third fleet and they're basically useless, use cross ships right here. The things that gives like cross for having them in your party is much more beneficial than trying to make a half-baked fourth fleet. All right. Third question is, okay, so go arbiters. If you struggle with arbiters, you need 125s, and you need to make your carrier stronger as well too. But you need a lot of buffers though. That'll make your life much easier. All right, PR priority. Work on 4. I made a video about this like literally 3 days ago. PR4, PR6, PR5, and then the PR3 for gear, and then the rest do whatever you want. All right, but make sure 4, 6, and 5. 4 and 5. Make sure you get a lot of the gear. They're very, very good. Gear building. All right, so gear building: 2 457s, 2 New Jersey guns, 2 10 rise, ideally maybe a third one if you want, but you want to have at least 2. And then the other stuff in gear lofts are okay. I made a lot of videos about them, so you can watch those, but you want to have those as baseline first. Okay, 125 priority. All right, I'm gonna go here, right? I'm gonna show you the list. I'm gonna go down the list. If I see any ship that's not 125, that's good. I'll say 125 it. Right, so let's do this. Haku Ryu can 125, but she needs to be depth 30 first. E-Girl is worth 125ing, definitely. Enterprise is okay, but I think we have so much carriers nowadays, like it's difficult to work with it. But I think you're missing Yorktown too, though. So Kazugumo worth 125ing in a aircraft fleet, so keep that in mind. I think that's all of it. Just those that are they have 125 yet. Again, we have many events since the game, or since you submitted this. So Guam, Laffy 2, Alsace, Soyuz, any of those ships that you have, make sure you 125 those. Those are very, very good ships. I think that's all of them. We're not going to talk about all of them or whatever. But yeah, just basically those. Casual player, again, this is very late. I apologize for being 8 months old. But there's a couple days you work on. A lot of like beginner stuff I see in here. Gear progression, ship progression, all this comes down to just playing the game more and more, and you'll understand like what's the good gear, whatever. Again, I have 100,000 videos on my channel that you can search through to find the proper builds or whatever, and just copy something. And then once you copy it, you'll understand it more and more. That when you use it, it'll make your life much easier. Okay. Anyways, that's the second round. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'm out of here. Have a good one. Peace.